Autobots, Decepticons, and Duelists. Welcome to today's video. And I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm actually a little sick right now, but I'm not that sick enough where I can't move / make a video, so I thought I'd go ahead and jump right in. And so today, I wanted to talk about one of the newest Transformers I got, Sixshot. However, funny story, on the box, he's called Stormbilly, I believe. It's pretty interesting. In fact, I have the box with me now. You can see that his name's Stormbilly right here. I don't know if it's because of if it's his name like Japanese or something, or the name of the company, or trademark reasons. I don't know why they call him Stormbilly, but I don't care. They got some art right here of Sixshot. It's really cool, actually. Looks straight from a comic, so honestly, it could be from a comic. You get a better look of it right here. Still pretty cool, in my opinion. That's just his other modes we'll be looking at. And then this is just overall everything that you see, and some boring stuff that no one cares about. So, let's take that away. Excuse me. So, instead of jumping straight ahead to Sixshot, we're actually going to take a look at what he comes with. He actually comes with a lot of weapons. And right now he comes with two pretty cool swords, actually. They kind of remind me of like Volcanus' swords from the Combiner. It's pretty cool. I love their designs. I'm okay with it being all black as well. It's pretty cool. I love these swords. Pretty good. Pretty standard. Sorry. Excuse me. And next, he comes with these two, I want to say rifles, because he has like scopes on the top, so that makes them really cool as well. Again, I'm also okay with the white plastic that they're for, because they make it up in far terms of details and everything. It's pretty cool, actually. Alright, now these are my favorite guns that he comes with. I don't know why. I think they're probably like shotguns or I don't know what they are, but they're pretty cool. I love the long barrel, the simple bulk of the guns. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I love it. They're so cool, and they're really big. And you would think that would be the end of it, but actually, if you come over here, sorry, and you open up his legs, he actually has two little turrets / guns in there, which is pretty cool, actually. Now, the instructions don't actually tell you to put them in there. I do that because of weapon storage. And I mean, pretty simple blasters, so it doesn't matter exactly. So, can't really complain. So, I like them pretty much. Now, these are this is something worth talking about. These are his iconic swords, actually. And they kind of remind me of like drift swords, which is pretty cool. I love it. They're just really cool. These are like the coolest swords I've ever seen. And they even come with a sheath or something that he holds them with. That's even cooler. And yeah, I don't know. Sixshot is just like a walking armory, and I love it. So it's pretty cool. You think it stopped there, but no. He actually comes with two different kinds of hands. He has one that's like holding his hand out, and one in a fist. They're both pretty cool. Now you might be asking how he can switch hands. Well, you can actually unplug his hand right there. They're all in like a little joint. I mean, that's pretty cool. I prefer these hands because, well, he can actually hold his weapons with them. But it's, it's to each their own. But it's whatever you prefer. And that's just all I prefer. Now that we took a look at his accessories, when we take a look at him, now it's actually pretty G1 accurate. And not a lot of people know this, but he was actually in G1. When I found out he was in G1, it was pretty shocking. But yeah, no, when he was in G1, it was pretty much just a showcase of what he can do as a more than triple changer. I don't know the term for it, hextuple or something, whatever the name is for 6. Yeah, he's pretty cool. His head is on a ball joint, so he can look a full 360. He can actually look up a bit. He can look down a lot. Now his arms can actually do a full 360. You just got to move some stuff out of the way. It's pretty cool. They can actually... This one takes a little more effort to move in and out, but they can move up about that far. He has over 90 degrees bend in the elbow. Can actually move his wrist full 360. Oh, before it falls off. There we go. His feet can actually go up about that far, back about that far. Then we're just gonna... Can't really pick his legs up that way due to his waist, but no complaints here. And speaking of waist, he can actually do a full 360 with those. He does have a foot tiltage, but that's mostly due to the transformation. And he has like a heel tiltage. Again, mostly due to transformation. But yeah. And one more thing, I love his character. I looked this up once because, well, I just was looking up for about Sixshot. He's actually a pretty honorable fighter, which I really like, so it makes sense to me, so that's why I love it. I think he's pretty cool, so excuse me. So yeah, I think it's pretty worth it. I like it, and I'm glad I finally got him in my collection. Now, I would say, why don't we jump straight into his transformation? Well, that's the thing with Sixshot, since he has 6, including his robot form. I don't know which one to do. And I know you guys probably want to see a specific one, so I'm going to leave a list right here for you guys, so you can skip to whichever one you want to see, and then come back to see any of the others. But this is the order I'm going to do the transformations in. So if you just want to keep watching the video, then stay tuned. But without further ado, we're going to jump straight into his jump straight into his next mode. So we're going to be doing Sixshot's wolf form, actually. So the first thing you're going to do is take his head, push it back. You should, excuse me, you should be able to pop this out. Come around. You're going to flip his head all the way down. You're going to fold his head back up, actually, if it goes in there. There you go. And then you're going to fold his wolf head up. You're going to come to the arms. Actually going to push his wrist in to that. Fold this flap up. Fold his arm in. Push it down. Fold the paw up. You're going to do the same thing for this arm. There you go. You're going to fold in the black wings, I want to call them, but they're not really. Then you're going to fold his little, not his little, you're just going to fold his little wings back all the way like this. You're going to rotate his arms till they're down like a dog. There you go. Okay, then you're going to come over here. You're going to fold his legs all the way down like this. Oh, I guess he has a double jointed knee that I could have said, but it's okay. Then you're actually going to push his waist up, and then there you go. That is Sixshot in his wolf form. And overall, I like it. Overall, there might be a few people who complain that it was a little too simple and it doesn't really hide that much, but hey, I don't care. I love it. It looks great. It's a wolf, so he can paw at you. And I guess since he's in his wolf form, there's some movements he can do. He can actually move his head up and down. And then his jaw can actually open up. Not a lot though, but hey, it's a mouth, so it works. You can still rotate his arms full 360. And now that he has a paw, you can actually rotate it like this, so he's like being a fancy little dog. It's pretty cool. Same with the legs. Ooh, now this one's where it's gonna get a little complicated. Weapon storage. Woo, that's the fun. Well, obviously, you can always put the little turns I showed you before back in here. Though his legs might not completely close back up with them in. So you might just have to leave them out. But you can actually put any one of these guns right here on the side of his foot. Like this. And that would do it. If you can somehow manage to fit his shoulders, you can put a gun here as well. That's pretty cool. For his regular swords, his cooler swords, they can always go back here, but you'd have to play around with space a little bit. And I just realized I put that one on the wrong side, but you see what I mean. There's nowhere actually for this one to go, so I don't know. This one you might just have to hold on to the side, or I guess technically you could like put it, if you wanted to really badly, you could try to find a way to put it on his wing, but I wouldn't recommend it. For this one, you just put it on the wing like that as well, so that's something you can do. But yeah, that is him in his wolf form. So why don't you jump into the next one to see what I transform him in? So in this one, we're going to be actually transforming Sixshot into his turnip mode. So like the wolf, you're actually going to come over here, flip his head down, put it back in, except this time the wolf head stays here. You're going to come over here, fold the black wings again. And also like the wolf, you're going to take push his wrist in to get the dog paw out, but this time you're going to fold it down and not up. Then you're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to fold it down. And now in this one, you're going to actually twist his shoulder pads on the top. Now you're going to want to come over here to the back part of his legs. This time, you're actually going to want to fold these down really quickly to pop them open, because I discovered that it's a lot easier to pop these open. Now I'm going to show you this now so it saves you time later. You're going to take these little black turns. You're just going to put them right in here as usual. Then you just fold it back up. Do the same thing. Oh, here it is. And put it back in. Just going to do the same thing. You're going to fold his toe down on both sides. You're going to fold his heel up on both sides. You're going to close his feet together. You're actually going to fold it up. And I guess one thing I forgot to show, he can bend his knees. And there you go. That's Sixshot in his turret mode. You can always fold these back, but I prefer them up front because it looks cooler. And it looks pretty good actually. I like it. Some might complain about the simplicity. I like it. It's very simple, nothing too different. It looks pretty good. In terms of weapon storage, it's the usual. You can put the guns right here. In fact, if you do, it looks really cool. Again, nothing really for these swords, so I don't know. This might be something you might just have to hold or figure out how to like slip them onto his wings or something. I don't know. But again, you just put these guns on the wings. And as for these swords, well, they could go back to where they were. You just have to fiddle with space. Like, they can always go here. You're just going to have to be very careful as to not bend them and slash break them. But yeah, that overall, I love the turret mode. It's pretty cool, actually. I don't even remember him transforming into this one, so yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, why don't you jump into the next one to see what I'll transform into next. So in this one, we're actually going to be transforming Sixshot into his gun mode, which again, surprisingly, I didn't know. So he's kind of like Shockwave in a way like that. So again, like always, just going to push his head down, fold it back in. Excuse me. All the same with the hand. Just going to fold them back in and flip the paw down. Then you're going to come over here, do the same thing. Fold the paw down. You're going to flip these black wings into his chest. Like always, you're going to rotate these to the side. Then you're going to do the same thing as the turns because it's easier if I do it now rather than later. And it'll make sense again. Oh, I almost dropped that. So you're going to put his turret thing right there. Then you close up the leg, keep it straight out, and then you do the same thing with this one. You're going to close that. You're going to push his leg together, actually, like this. Then you're going to come over here, flip both of his wings over, and then fold them down like that. And there you go. That's him in his gun mode. Actually, it feels really good in the hand. So it works for what it is. Oh, actually, I skipped a movement. You fold his feet and heels down. But again, it feels actually pretty good. And like right here where his wolf head is, it kind of feels like the trigger. So that's pretty cool, actually. I like it. Again, in terms of storage, you can put these guns here. In fact, again, it looks cooler if you do. So, not trying to persuade you. In terms of these swords, you just put them right here. I put it in the wrong space again, but that's something you can do. Again, you can always put these guns right here on the wings. It's kind of cool and it's kind of weird too. A little hand rest. Again, nothing for these swords. So I guess unless you want to like stick them on this sword or like figure out how to put them on the wing, you kind of just lay them down and leave them be. But yeah, that's him in his gun mode. Why don't you jump into the next one and see what else you can transform into? So in this one, we're actually going to change Sixshot into his jet / sub mode. I say / sub mode because I'll show you in a second, but just like all the other ones, you're gonna push his head back, fold it down. You're gonna keep the wolf head down. You're actually gonna fold the wings halfway up till they're facing up, just like that. But the hands are just the same. Gonna twist them a bit and then fold the dog paw down. Do the same thing again. And that's it for there. Now you're actually going to want to put his wings to the side. You're going to fold these to the side as well. You're going to leave them be. Excuse me. You do have to come back here again. Fold them down like this, but this time you're not doing anything with those little turns. You actually just need to open these so you can flip his feet all the way like this. Close them up like this. Then you want to flip his heel and his toes, just like that, and then fold these parts down as well. And there you, yep, nope, there you go. That's him in his jet/sub mode. I say slash because it kind of looks like a sub for what it is. They don't give you like a cockpit or anything. I mean, I guess you can argue this. It does kind of look like a ship, so that's why I said slash sub. I guess you can argue like ship for like floating. So this time for weapon storage, you actually can just put these guns right here, as always. You can put these guns here if you want, or you can actually put these there as well. But in terms of any other storage, I mean, I guess if you can like fold his wings down, you can put the lasers on here if you wanted to and fold them back up, I guess. But no, again, in terms of weapons, he doesn't really have that much weapon storage. But this is also supposed to be G1 accurate, so can't argue. You can't put these back in there because there won't be room for them, and if you do, potentially break them. So yeah, I mean, these swords do the same thing here, and it's good. Excuse me. Again, nothing for these swords, so don't know where you're gonna put it. Yeah, no, it's pretty strange. Honestly, I think this one might be my favorite mode. I think it looks really cool. But in the next one, it's going to be my favorite mode, my second favorite, and it's actually going to be the last transformation. So I'll see you guys in the next one. So we're in the last mode, and his last transformation is a car. And so just like all the others, you got to push his head down, got to fold it up, fold it back in, like that. Keep the wolf head down. And just like with the black wings, you're just going to fold them back. You're going to do the same thing with the wrist and the paw. Just going to fold them down. Do the same thing as that. And now for this, you're actually going to want to fold these facing you, the tires. Now you're going to twist his arm to where the tires are facing you. Just like this. And just like the jet, you want to come over here, bend his legs so you can open this up. And you're going to want to fold these up. Do the same thing again. And then you want to close up his back legs and then fold his toes and feet together. And then you can either put the wings. I actually kind of want the wings in front because it just looks cooler. And there you go. Actually, hold on. You want to push his waist up a bit too. And then there you go. That's him in his car mode or sports mode. I like it, and he rolls like a car should. It's pretty cool, actually. Again, in terms of weapon storage, is like I've said before, his little laser turns can go here. You can actually, if you really wanted to, you could fold him out, have him driving as he shoots like this, kind of like a flying car from what is it called? A flying car. Or you can fold these up. You can put these laser turns here if you want. Actually, you probably want to put them here. Makes them look like smokestacks. That's pretty cool. And then put this pretty huge gun right there. In terms of the swords, they go here as usual. Just be very careful. Again, nothing for this sword, which is kind of a shock, but it's, again, what it is. You might have to find another spot for them, but yeah, overall, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Catch you all later. Bye.